Coach Santor here. If you've been following my journey, you know my heart is to help young baseball players succeed on the field and grow off the field, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and as a young man. And today, I want to give your family a gift. I'm going to break down 3 hidden skills that every baseball player needs to master in 2026 if they want to have their best year ever. And I'm not talking about swing mechanics or arm angles. I'm talking about the things that actually determine whether a player performs with confidence, whether he becomes a leader, whether he stands out to coaches, and honestly, whether he enjoys the game again. Because here's what I've learned after 12 years of coaching high school and college baseball. The best players aren't the ones who train the hardest. They're the ones who train the right things. So get ready, take a couple notes, watch this with your son if you can, because I promise you, this will give you insights almost nobody is teaching. And at the end, I'll share something special we're doing for baseball families as we head into the new year. Let's jump in. If your son has ever struggled with confidence, if he's ever gone through a slump, if he gets frustrated easily, or if you've ever seen him tighten up under pressure, this first skill might be the reason why. Most young athletes tie their identity to their performance. They think, if I hit well, I'm valuable. If I strike out, I'm a failure. If I don't play well today, I'm letting everyone down. And the problem is, when you build your identity on outcomes, your confidence becomes fragile. Every at-bat becomes life or death. Every mistake becomes something to carry around. And the joy of the game disappears. But here's the truth I wish every athlete knew. Identity comes before performance. Identity shapes confidence. Confidence shapes habits, and habits shape performance. So if your son wants to perform better in 2026, he must first know who he is outside the game. One of my favorite exercises is simple. Ask him this: who are you becoming this year? What kind of teammate? What kind of leader? And what kind of man? When a player answers those questions, he starts anchoring himself to something deeper. His faith, his character, his purpose. And when identity is rooted in something solid, pressure drops, fear disappears, and performance becomes freer, more authentic, and more consistent. This one mindset shift has changed seasons and lives for countless athletes that I've coached. Let's talk about something every baseball parent sees. Your son makes an error, he strikes out, he gets squeezed by the umpire, or he feels pressure in a big moment. And suddenly everything changes. His body language, his attitude, his emotions. He goes from confident to tense in seconds. And here's the key. Confident players have a way to reset. Inconsistent players don't. So I want to give your family a tool your son can use literally anytime, on or off the field. It's called the 60-second reset routine. It only takes 1 minute, but it can save an entire game. Here it is. Step 1, breathe. 2 controlled deep breaths. This will reset the nervous system and turns off panic mode. Step 2, release. Shake out the shoulders, visualize the mistake leaving, and say one simple word: done. This tells the brain we are not holding on to this. Step 3, refocus. Pick one intention for the next pitch or play. Not 5 things, not fixing everything, just a single intention. See it early, stay tall, drive through it. Confident players don't think more, they think less and more clearly. If your son uses this reset routine consistently, I'm telling you, his confidence grows, his slumps shorten, his frustration drops, and his ability to perform in pressure moments skyrockets. And best of all, he enjoys the game again. Here's something every athlete must understand. When your son plays baseball, he's actually playing 2 games at once. The first one, you already know, the physical game. Mechanics, strength, velocity, speed, footwork, and timing. But the second game is the one almost no one trains, the mental game. Confidence, focus, resilience, self-talk, faith, emotional control, identity. Most players spend 90% of their time training the physical game, but 90% of their frustrations come from the mental game. And here's the breakthrough. If your son doesn't train the mental game, the physical game will never reach its full potential. If he doesn't train confidence, he'll play tight. If he doesn't train resilience, he'll get stuck in slumps. If he doesn't train focus, he'll give away at-bats. If he doesn't train identity, he'll constantly battle insecurity and pressure. This is why some players with all the talent in the world still struggle, and why players with average talent sometimes become stars. Greatness starts internally, and that's what 2026 can be for your son. The year he develops the inner tools that unlock everything else. Now, if this video gave you clarity, hope, and a deeper understanding of what your son really needs going into the new season, imagine what would happen if we spent a full hour together, step by step, going through the exact framework I use with high school and college athletes to help them build confidence, consistency, leadership, and mental toughness. That's why I created something special for families this year. I'd love to personally invite your family to join me for the Coach Santor New Year's Masterclass 2026 edition. This is a live, high-energy, high-impact training where I'm going to walk you through how to build unshakable confidence, how to break the patterns that cause inconsistency, how to stand out to coaches and recruiters, how to help your son lead, communicate, and make great choices, how faith can anchor him through the pressures and temptations athletes face today, and how to create a clear, personalized 2026 baseball success plan. This is the only time I'll be teaching this class this year. Parents tell me every year that this session alone completely changed their son's mindset going into the season. So if you want 2026 to be your son's most confident, intentional, and successful year ever, go to www.coachsantor.com/2026 and save your spot. I can't wait to meet your family live, pour into your son, and help him unlock the leader, the man, and the athlete God created him to be. See you inside the masterclass. God bless.